Hey there, Eric. I know that it's been a while since the two of us talked, but I was just wondering if you were still awake.
Oh, hey Rachel. Yeah, I'm still awake. But what are you doing texting me so late at night? Is everything okay? I know that you're overseas working right now, so I would assume that you'd be pretty busy.
Actually, I just got back home from there not that long ago, but I was wondering, it's been a bit 5 years since we last spoke. How come you aren't more surprised at me showing up like this? You're acting a little cold.
Oh, sorry. It's not that I'm surprised or anything like that. I've just been following what you've been up to on the news and stuff. So I guess for me, it kind of doesn't really feel like it's been that long since you're still everywhere.
You mean that you've been watching the news about me? You've been following me in the media?
Well, I know that you and I are divorced, of course, but it wasn't like we really ended things on all that bad of terms. I mean, we didn't get into fights or anything like that, so yeah, every now and then I tune in. And Daisy is always happy to get to see you on TV and hear your voice as well.
Oh, I see. Well, I just want you to know how sorry I am for everything, Eric. I really do mean it.
What do you mean? What do you have to be sorry about?
Well, I was always insisting on chasing after my own dreams, and I would always leave you behind to take care of Daisy. So, I just want you to know that I'm sorry about how selfishly I was acting in the past. I realize how bad it was of me now.
Oh, you really didn't need to apologize or anything for that, you know? I mean, I remember 5 years ago when those drawings of yours really started to find an audience overseas. And then you told me that you had found someone who wanted to sponsor you over there. I don't know. I just always thought that it was amazing that you're able to make a career like that for yourself.
And I think that I have been able to accomplish a lot since I moved out here, but that's still no excuse to leave my daughter behind like I did. And now I'm finally coming back after all this time. I just didn't think that I'd be away for 5 whole years. I thought a lot about what I must have done to Daisy and how lonely she must have been after I left and never came back.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't easy on her at all. I really can't deny any of what you're saying. But you remember the day you left, don't you? The one who finally gave you the last push out of the door was Daisy. Are you telling me that even after all this time, you still regret leaving to pursue your dreams?
No, it's not like that, Eric. It's just, well, I guess I was at an age where I had given up on dreams until the good news started to come on. And I'm living a fulfilled life where I feel like I'm doing what I want to do. I don't even regret divorcing you, no offense. I think that I've been able to do a lot, and for that, I don't regret my choices.
Well, that's good at least. I think it would be just horrible if you came back after all this time feeling like it was for nothing. Although, I don't know what Daisy is going to think of you coming back since she was the one that pushed you out.
Yes, I've been thinking about that as well, how she might react to me. Obviously, I really went into this with no plans of how things would work out. But I just hope that there'll be some way that Daisy could find it in herself to let the past go and let me back into her life.
I mean, it's not like she hates you or anything like that. She gets really excited whenever you get talked about in the news. And she even has a little scrapbook where she collects headlines that talk about you. I think that she thinks you went out and did something amazing with your life. She may be young, but she's very mature for her age.
Thank you for telling me all that, Eric. I think that it really does help me feel just that much better about all of this.
Well, I think that if you're going to be thanking anyone, it should be Daisy. After all, I'm just trying to do my best to support her in whatever she wants to do, even if that thing is to follow you in the media. But, like I said, I'm really not the one that you should be thanking.
You're right. She is the one who I need to be talking to, giving my thanks to. That's actually a huge reason of why I decided to come back at all.
I see. That actually does remind me, now that you mention it. Just how long are you planning to stay here?
Well, that's actually the thing. I'm going to be working from here from now on. I guess my fame finally made it back to the States and I've managed to secure some Patreons here. So I'm actually coming back to live here for the foreseeable future, if you must know.
Oh, really? I had no idea that you were coming back here to live. Well, I'm glad that things are going so well for you.
Yes, me too. Now I finally can be reunited with my daughter. She still does live with you, right? I know that it's already too late today, but I was hoping to go to your place as soon as tomorrow to meet her.
Oh, well, I'm actually sorry to tell you this, but we don't live together anymore, actually. But I would be more than happy to send you the address of the place where Daisy is living now.
Oh, that's right. I suppose at this point she would have already started college, isn't that right? I mean, she's 19 years old by now, right? So I guess that would put her something around a sophomore at her school.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. But that's why she was old enough to go out on her own like that.
But this is your daughter that we're talking about. Are you telling me that you don't really care whether or not she lives at home with you?
I suppose you'll get the answer to your question when you go out and talk to Daisy after all this time. But you must be tired if you really just got back today. Are you staying in a hotel or something for now?
Yeah, that's right. For now, I'm just staying in the hotel that is near to the airport.
Oh, okay. Got it. In that case, you get some rest, and I'll send you all the details tomorrow. And I'll be sure to send you Daisy's address before midnight tonight. But you just get some rest.
Hey there, Eric. I'm really sorry to be bugging you this early in the morning as well, but I just wanted to say thanks a lot for sending me Daisy's address. But I actually had just one more thing that I wanted to ask, if that would be alright with you, that is.
Morning. No need to apologize. I was awake already. What is it that you wanted to ask of me?
Well, it's just, I actually went this morning to the address that you gave me, but why did it send me to a graveyard? Are you sure that you gave me the right address? I know that you sent it to me late at night, so is it possible that you were also tired and mistyped the direction to me or something?
Oh, that's what you wanted to ask about. I see. No, that is absolutely the correct address. That's where Daisy is now. It's where she lives. Or at least where she's resting.
So, I don't understand what you're talking about. I was actually looking at the place on my map app, and it doesn't seem like there are any apartments around here at all. Is it my app? Do I need to update it or something? Or is it just that the app that hasn't been updated since housing was built around here?
You said that you input the address that I sent you and that it took you straight to the cemetery, right? If that's the case, then it doesn't sound like any mistakes were made. Not by the app, not by you, and not by me. After all, the address I gave you was the address for the cemetery, so it all checks out.
So then you already did just send me the address for a cemetery? I don't know why you would do that when I was asking you to send me Daisy's address. If this was supposed to be some kind of joke, let me tell you right now that I don't think it's funny at all.
I really wish that it were a joke and that this were all just untrue. But the fact of the matter is that Daisy actually passed away last year. So that's where she lives now.
Okay. You seriously need to knock this off. I mean, of all the disrespect stunts to pull, what is the matter with you? Do you really not want me seeing Daisy that badly? So badly that you would pretend as if she was dead just to try and dissuade me? You know that I know that this is nothing but a lie, right?
I know how you feel. I was in denial about it all at first, but it really is the truth. I am telling you that our daughter passed away last year.
No, this isn't what happened at all. You're doing all this just because you don't want to let me see her. I just wish that you could have been honest with me in the first place. I really don't appreciate you trying to string me along for these cruel little pranks of yours. You realize that I'm really pissed off at you right now, right?
Look, if you really don't believe what I'm trying to tell you, then why don't you just come over to the house? You can see the little shrine I've made for her. I even had part of her cremated, and it's there too. Or if you really don't believe at all what I'm saying, then how about you go and try asking your parents? Or even my parents. They'll all tell you the same thing.
So then, you're really telling me that our daughter, our beautiful 19-year-old, is dead? How did this happen?
She got sick, Rachel. The signs started showing up not that long after you left to start your new life. And until last year, she was finally in remission. But then, before the doctors could even react, it just got so bad she succumbed to the illness.
No, that can't be true. This has to be a lie. Please tell me that you're lying to me. I had no idea Daisy was sick at all. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? And what about her funeral? Why wasn't I even told that that was happening? Why wasn't I invited for the matter?
Well, that's because Daisy requested that it be that way. She said that she didn't want anything said to you. She was saying that even up to her deathbed, so we knew that it was really how she wanted things to go. And so me and my parents and your parents all agreed to respect those wishes, and we didn't say a thing.
Did Daisy really say that? I don't understand. Why wouldn't she want me at her own funeral? Does she not even think of me as her mother?
No, it wasn't anything like that at all. Daisy actually always really looked up to you, Rachel. I think that Daisy knew that you left the country so that you could go and pursue your dreams, and she didn't want to be holding you back in your past with her death.
But this is my daughter that we're talking about. She was never, ever holding me back. I can't believe that's why she did what she did.
But if you knew that your daughter was terminally ill, would you still be able to make your art? Would you have been able to accomplish all that you did while you've been away all this time? I don't really think that you could, and I guess neither did Daisy. I mean, you redirected your career just to move back here for her, right?
But of course I did. I mean, it was only thanks to Daisy giving me that push that I had the resolve that I did to go and do what I did with my life. But I didn't want it to mean that I was turning my back on the two of you completely. I didn't want her to think that I didn't need her.
Again, I don't think she felt that way. I think the way Daisy felt about the matter was more complex. And for her, no matter how much pain or discomfort or loneliness she may have felt without you, she held herself back from reaching out. And I think now that she's gone, we really don't have any choice but to respect her wishes.
Of course I want to respect her final wishes, but I came all this way back here just to be with my daughter again. And now I come back only to have you tell me that this whole time that I was away, she was struggling with some awful disease and died?
I really don't think I can say that I understand everything that you're going through right now. I'm not you, but I was there for Daisy in her final moments. I don't think anyone can ever know if she made the right decision, or even if that decision was right for her, but for others.
Well, so what? What's the point of all of that? What are you trying to say, huh?
I just mean that I understand the urge to try and lash out and find other people to blame for this. But I just don't want you to hold anything against Daisy. If you want anyone to blame our parents and I.
What do you mean? Why in the world would I blame you for any of this? What do you have to do with all of this?
Well, we were the ones who decided to respect Daisy's wishes and not say anything to you about what was going on. So I just want you to know that Daisy shouldn't be blamed for this, but we should. I know it's tough right now, so please just direct the anger and rage at us.
But, I mean, I couldn't be mad at you at all either. After all, you were just not saying anything to me out of respect for Daisy. I don't think I could ever blame you for just doing all of that.
No, we are the bad guys here for not saying a single word to you. But I just don't want your image of Daisy to be tainted by these questions or if she loved you or anything. Neither you nor her did anything that the other person should be blamed for. And I just hope that reflection on this makes you feel a bit better.
I'm really sorry about all of this, Eric, but I think I just need some time to think about this right now. I don't even know what's happening, really. I mean, I came all the way back here just to... Well, I just don't know what I'm going to do.
Of course. You should take all the time you need to think about what you want to do. And, when you're ready, I think that we should go and visit her grave together. After all, she'd been holding back from going to meet you for so long. I think it's time we give our daughter the closure she deserves.
Yes, you're right. Let's do that. I need a little time is all.
Hey, Rachel. Are you there? I was just curious if you were ready to go and see Daisy's grave today. I mean, you know that there's no need to go if you're not ready or anything like that. I know that you said you needed some time to think. So if I'm asking you about this too soon, please just let me know and I'll back off.
Oh, thank you for checking in on me and asking about me, but I think that I'll be fine to go and do this.
Are you really sure about this? You really want to go and visit her grave with me?
Yes, I really do. I wish that I had come earlier to be able to see Daisy, but I need to see her now. Otherwise, I'll never be able to deal with these feelings.
I understand what you mean. Okay, in that case, I'll swing by your place in the afternoon, okay? And I think your parents are wanting to come along too, if that's okay.
Oh yes, please bring them too. I think it'd be really good to catch up with them since we haven't spoken since I got back. Also, I was wondering if you could maybe bring some old pictures of Daisy or something from the time since I left the house. I just never got to know her by doing all these years, and I would really like access to anything that you might have on her.
Well, you were away for 5 years, so I might have some stuff, but I don't think it's going to be everything.
I understand, but now I just regret so much not being there for those 5 years, especially now that I know how sick Daisy was. I have no idea what she was thinking in her final moments about me, about everything.
Well, hold yourself together just a little longer. We have to get you to the cemetery first. But try and be strong. If not yourself, then for your daughter. Remember how much she looked up to you.
Yes, of course, you're right, but I wonder if I made the right decision as a mother.
Again, the decisions at the very end were all by your parents and I, so don't blame yourself. We talked about this, right? We were all just trying to respect Daisy's final wishes. But I think it's safe to say that Daisy always thought of you as her mom, and so you should too.
You know, I don't know why I'm telling you this now, but I'm thinking of quitting art. I don't want to draw anymore.
Wait, what? Are you serious? What makes you say that?
I was actually thinking of telling you both this, but I really am thinking of quitting, but I know now that the reason I left in the first place was all for Daisy. If she hadn't been in my life, I could have never done my art, but now she's gone.
I understand that you're going through a lot right now, and I know that it might be hard to continue with your art. But I don't think I can just let you give up so easily.
But how can you say that when it's my fault that this happened to Daisy in the first place? I mean, I left and then she got sick. You can see why I'm so upset about this, right?
You left us to chase your dreams, and Daisy always supported you for that. Do you want to just give up on those dreams now that Daisy is gone?
Would it really be so bad if I did?
Of course it would be bad. Daisy put herself through so much so that you could have the creative space that you needed. To turn your back on all of that now would be to turn your back on all that Daisy was doing for you.
But, I mean, I couldn't even see her in the end, all my success, and I could do nothing for her. What is the point of going on like this?
I know that you weren't here to see this, but I saw Daisy go through hell and back with her sickness. But the entire time, she never gave up on life. And do you know why? It's because she knew you were out there chasing your own dreams.
I know, but I don't know how I'm going to go on with my life now that I know my inspiration for everything is gone. Like a hat of fire inside of me, it's been snuffed out since yesterday.
I don't think it's really been snuffed out. It's just a lot weaker than it was, but it'll grow back. And do you know what the flame is? It isn't your skill or your passion or anything like that. That flame is a little piece of Daisy. It's a little part of your daughter that you carried with you in your career, in your life, a whole ocean away from us.
You're right about that flame. It was always only Daisy, but that's why I don't know what I'm going to do now that she's gone in my life.
But she's not gone. She's still there. She's in our memories. She's in the empty seat at this table. She's in the shrines that we make, the belongings we choose to keep. Nothing about Daisy's death was easy for me, or your parents, or even my own parents. But we didn't just give up and walk away from all that we'd done with our lives. We knew that it wasn't what Daisy would have wanted from any of us, and it certainly isn't what she would want from you.
But how can I ever get past the guilt of not being there for my daughter during her final moments?
That's something that you're going to struggle with, but just know that you're not going through it alone. Now, I'm going to pick you up in a few hours, and we'll be doing this together. After that, I got in the car with Rachel's parents, and I went to go pick her up. On the way to the cemetery, we reminisced about all kinds of memories we all had of Daisy. Rachel insisted on hearing about Daisy as a high schooler, what club she was in, what subjects she excelled in, what she wanted to major in college. Though, when we arrived at her grave, Rachel could only collapse in a solemn silence. The rest of us stepped back to give her a moment alone with Daisy. We don't realize the finality of our decisions, the way that they can have ripple effects far beyond our control, until something happens that can't be fixed or undone. But afterwards, the only thing one can do is live in a way that respects those consequences and that is true to the ones that we love. These days, Rachel isn't doing much art, but when we met the other day, she told me she wanted to try her hand at writing, saying that when her book was done, it would be dedicated to Daisy. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Haley, around what time are you coming home tonight? Are you going to be late?
Let me see. I'm planning to eat dinner with my friends, so I think I'll be pretty late tonight.
Okay. I don't want to be controlling or anything, but I think you're going out too much recently. I hope you can stay home more often. Maybe we can spend more quality time together as a family.
Gosh, Kevin, you have to be kidding me. You say you don't want to be controlling, but you're giving me orders and pressuring me to do what you want me to do. You're telling me to stay at home because I should take care of the family, right? So old-fashioned.
No, that's not what I meant. I just thought you're mostly going out on the weekends while both me and Maddie are home. Maddie is still in elementary school. She misses you and wants to spend time with you when she has her day off from school. I want to go out with the three of us once in a while. Time flies by, Haley. Maddie will soon get too old to go out with us.
Kevin, Maddie is already in elementary school. She doesn't have to be with her mother all the time, okay? She's in 5th grade. She'll prefer to go out with her friends rather than her parents. Don't be too annoying.
Well, maybe that's true, but we rarely get to go out together now. I think we should spend more time as a family.
I'm always at home on the weekdays, and I also do housework every day. What more do you want from me? Can't you at least let me go out on the weekends? I need to take a break, okay? It's fun to go out with friends. It helps relieve my stress.
It's not like I'm going to forbid you from going out. It's important to take a break once in a while. But I really hope we can go out as a family, at least once on the weekends. Like you said, Maddie will probably prioritize going out with her friends as she gets older, so I want to make more memories with her as she becomes a teen. I want to take her to many different places and show her different views, teach her the beauty of the world, you know?
Sure. Then why don't you do that yourself? You don't need to include me in your fantasy.
I'm already doing so. I've been taking her to see famous sighting spots around World Heritage sites. We've been traveling a lot together recently. I go shopping with her regularly, too, to buy the necessities she needs at school. But you're never there with us. Can't you make more time to spend with us?
If you're with her, why do I also have to be there? I've gone shopping with Maddie so many times when she was younger. I've done enough of that.
It's not enough. She's still young and needs you. Haley, she looks upset without you there. She misses going out with you.
She'll get used to it soon, don't worry.
Why does she have to get used to it in the first place? I mean, you're her mother, Haley. Your daughter is still young. She needs you. She misses you. She's excited to go out with you. You can't just ignore her hopes. At least you can be more considerate of her as a mother. It's our responsibility to spend some quality time with our daughter. Don't you agree?
Oh, I get it, Kevin. You're worried because usually daughters like their moms better than their dads.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's a pretty well-known story that girls tend to hate their dads as they grow up, right? I bet you're trying to appease her before she starts hating you and gets annoyed by you.
God, Haley, why on earth would I do that? I'm doing everything for her benefit. I just want Maddie to have fun and have great experiences while she's young.
Maybe she thinks you're annoying. You might think you're doing it for her, but maybe she's not feeling the same way.
When Maddie has something to do, I prioritize her plans. She goes out with her friends often, too. I don't meddle in her business. By the way, I thought it might be nice if we go on a family trip next holiday. What do you think? It's been a while since we went on a long trip together. We can make memories as a family.
Really? I don't think we should. A family trip. We don't need that right now. It's just going to make all of us exhausted.
Come on, Haley. I'm going to drive as always. I don't think it's going to make you that tired.
Depends on where we're going, honestly.
Okay, I'll start planning with Maddie. We'll plan really well so that you'll love the trip and be excited to join us.
Good luck with that. But if I don't like the plan, I won't go. Go without me.
Okay.
Make sure you cook dinner for Maddie because I won't be home anytime soon. And don't forget to wash the dishes after eating, okay? I don't feel like doing anything after I come home. I would really hate to see a dirty sink after a long day out. Don't forget to clean up or I'm gonna lose it.
Haley, I sent you the plan for our family trip, but did you take a look? I think we planned pretty well. Have you seen the hotel? The ratings were great.
I only saw it briefly, but their hot springs are popular, right? Did Maddie agree to it? I don't think she's at the age where she enjoys hot springs.
Yeah, we planned everything together. There's a big playground nearby, and she'll be able to try out different activities there. There's a lot of restaurants and cafes nearby as well.
Do they have private hot springs? I don't really like to take baths with other people.
Yeah, they have private ones. I can book it for you if you want.
Nah, it's okay. I can do it myself. I'll make a reservation on the day if they have some available.
Are you sure? I doubt they'll be open if you try to book them on the day of the trip. It's pretty popular, and there's not many. I think it's better to make the reservation now.
It's okay. I might decide to go to the public bath. It's going to be a waste if we book it now. If the reservations are full on the day of the trip, I'll just go to the public bath. No big deal.
If you say so, does that mean you're coming with us on the trip? Yes, Maddie's gonna love it.
Well, I figured it's important to spend some time as a family once in a while. And I can see you both put a lot of effort in this plan. It looks pretty fun. If Maddie wants me there, I'll go. I want to see her having fun.
Thanks, Haley. I'm really glad you're coming. Actually, I was worried. You look like you really didn't care about us anymore. It was like we weren't a priority for you anymore.
Gosh, Kevin, are you serious? Who do you think cooks and cleans the house every day? I do everything around the house. I'm doing so much for you and Maddie. How can you say that to me?
Wait. Why do you sound so mad? Did I say something wrong? And I never meant to complain or anything about the housework you do for us every day.
I just wanted to tell you that you should thank me more for doing housework, okay?
Well, yeah, you deserve to be thanked, but don't get me wrong. But I think Maddie and I are pretty cooperative at home.
You think that's enough? Don't make me laugh. I want you two to be able to do everything around the house perfectly by yourselves. Be able to look after yourselves. You can't even cook properly, Kevin. You haven't improved at all. You clearly don't have talent in cooking. I've never seen someone who's so bad at cooking like you in my life.
Sorry about that. I'm trying my best, though. I don't know why I'm not improving, to be honest.
I'm not saying this because I want to slack off housework, okay? I'm giving you advice for your benefit. It's important to have the necessary skills for survival like cooking and cleaning.
I know. Maddie will soon move out and have her own family when she gets older, so I won't be able to depend on her. And also, I don't want to be too dependent on you. It's going to be too much for you. Okay? I promise to practice harder and improve my cooking skills. How about you teach me how to cook on the weekends?
Yeah, good idea. Oh, by the way, how long is the trip going to be? 2 nights or 3 nights?
2 nights. 3 days total. That's the plan.
Then, can I have some time to spend on my own on day 2? I'll go with you and Maddie on the first day.
Huh? Why? I thought this was a family trip.
I need some time to relax on my own, okay? If you're going to say no, I won't go on the trip.
What? Okay. Go on then. I'll go sightseeing with Maddie on the second day. Take some good rest at the hotel.
Thanks. That would be great. I'll be able to relieve some stress. I'm looking forward to visiting the famous hot spring.
Haley, it's an emergency. Do you know where Maddie is? I can't find her anywhere.
Huh? Oh, why would I know? I thought she was with you. Wasn't that the plan?
Yeah, but I can't find her anywhere. I don't know where she is.
Don't worry, it's no big deal. Just wait at the hotel and she'll soon come back. We're staying there, so she should come back. There's nowhere to go except for the hotel.
Are you sure? I thought it might be better if we called the police and asked for their help.
What? The police? Gosh, Kevin, calm down. It's nothing serious.
Haley, our daughter has gone missing. It's serious. I think it's a big deal. I can't lose her.
So, when did she go missing? What happened?
Maddie told me that she wanted to buy some souvenirs for her friends, so we decided to meet up in front of the shop about a half hour ago. I'm waiting for her at the place where we decided to meet up right now. but she's still not here yet.
It hasn't even been an hour yet since she went shopping.
No, it's almost an hour since she's gone.
Be patient, Kevin. Just wait for her a bit longer and she'll come back before you know it. And she has her phone with her. You don't have to be so worried.
I called her, but she's not answering. Oh, I remembered. I have a GPS app installed in her phone. I could check that to make sure she's safe.
Gosh, Kevin, there was definitely no need to freak out like this. Stop texting me about all these small things. I don't have time for that.
What? I texted you because it was a big deal. Our daughter is missing.
Kevin, it's normal for kids to get lost. And Maddie is already in 5th grade. She can look after herself, all right? If she really needs help, she'll ask for help. She's old enough to do so. There's nothing to freak out about. You're so protective of her. Maybe even too protective.
Imagine how lonely she'll feel lost in a place she doesn't know. It's her first time visiting this place, and there's always a possibility of her getting involved in some kind of accident.
It's her fault if she didn't answer your calls.
Haley, you're being too harsh on her.
If she's not answering your calls nor replying to your text, she's probably busy shopping. You don't have to be so worried. Don't text me again till dinner, okay? I was having a great time relaxing on my own. The last thing I want to hear is a phone call from you. Now I'm suddenly starting to feel exhausted because of you two. Hey, Kevin, where are you? I can't find you and Maddie anywhere. We're staying at the Maple Villa, right? Or am I making a mistake? It's getting late and I'm starting to get worried.
You're right. We're staying at the Maple Villa.
Then why are you both not here? It's already 10 in the night. Where are you? And I can't find all of your stuff as well.
We're on our way home. Maddie and I were just taking a break at the rest area on the highway.
What? You're on your way home? What do you mean? I really don't understand what you're talking about. How can you both just leave me behind and go home? How am I supposed to go home now that you took the car with you?
Well, I figured you don't need us anymore.
Hey, Kevin, are you angry because I asked you to leave me alone and didn't join you guys? Even if it made you angry, aren't you a bit too mean? How can you just leave without me? And you secretly decided to go home while I went to buy souvenirs? Was this all part of your plan? I can't handle you guys, honestly. I never knew you would do something like this. I can't believe it.
No, we didn't plan anything. This was unexpected for both of us, too. Maddie told me she saw everything. I've never seen her cry so much in a while. She's still in tears. She can't stop crying because she's so shocked from what she saw.
What? What did she see that made her cry so much?
Your affair, Haley. She saw you with another man.
What? That can't be.
The reason Maddie went missing this afternoon is because she saw you with another man. She was too shocked that she forgot what time it was. I didn't know you were also there, Haley.
I don't know for sure if we were at the same shop. I was looking around and I visited several souvenir shops. I don't remember in detail.
Okay, but in any case, Maddie saw you having fun with a guy she's never seen.
I guess she saw wrong. Maybe she saw me from an angle where it looked like I was walking with someone. Stop making assumptions. You don't even have proof that I'm having an affair.
Well, I do have proof. Remember? Maddie had her phone with her. She knew what to do, and she took a photo of you with the guy.
What?
She didn't know how to tell me what she found. She was so confused and sad and didn't know what to do. When I located where Maddie was using the GPS app, she was cuddled up on the bench, crying. At first I thought she was crying because she felt lonely after she got lost. She was breaking down in tears, and I knew something was wrong. When we went to dinner to eat, she said she'll go to bed early because she wasn't feeling well, remember? That was when she sent me the photo of you and the guy with the text, "Sorry, Dad, I think I found out Mom's secret."
So that's why you weren't eating much. Why didn't you tell me right there?
I wanted to make you explain right there and then, but my priority was Maddie. I wanted to leave the place with Maddie and to support her after she had an emotional breakdown. Maddie looked like she wanted to leave as soon as possible. She had a traumatic experience, and I knew I had to be there for her.
Kevin, listen. Let me explain. First of all, it's all a misunderstanding. I just came across my friend when I was wandering around, and I was just having a quick chat.
So it's normal for you to hug and kiss your friend, like you're dating each other. Maddie showed me photos of you kissing the guy. Are you really gonna lie that he's just your friend?
I'm sorry. Let me explain. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
I don't need an explanation. We've already made our decision, and it's not gonna change no matter what you tell us. Once you're home, we'll get our divorce. I'll start preparing so it'll be a smooth process. We both want this to end quickly. No? We'll have fun for the rest of the trip. You're finally getting all the time for yourself like you've always wanted, huh?
Kevin, please. Please come back. I thought I already told you how I feel about it.
Both Maddie and I want us to live separately. Our decision is final. Can you just sign the document already? We're taking too much more time than necessary. Let's get this over with.
No, I don't want to get divorced.
I thought you loved someone else. You're making no sense at all. You loved him so much that you decided to take him over our family trip. And your own daughter saw you having an affair with him. You gave her enough trauma. Can't you just leave us alone?
I'm so sorry. I regret everything I did. I was thoughtless and stupid.
Yeah, you were. And it's all too late to fix the mess you made.
Why? I told you everything you wanted to know. I told you who I was seeing and when I started seeing him. You know everything now, but you're still not going to forgive me? Why? I'm being completely honest with you.
Did I ever tell you that I'll forgive you if you told me everything?
No, but I'm trying to redeem myself. I'm trying my best to show you that I'm going to change for the better.
It's hard to redeem yourself and make us trust you again after all you've done.
Then what should I do to make you forgive me? I was never serious with him. There was no real feeling between us. He seduced me, and I got a bit interested and went with the flow. I promise I'll never meet him again.
He was also married, wasn't he? I doubt you'll ever be able to see him again. And he's the father of Maddie's classmate. How could you do that to your own daughter? You're really horrible. Can't you be more considerate of Maddie?
I'm really sorry.
You were acting weird recently, and all of us knew that. I was hoping the family trip would make us get closer and get back to being a warm family. Maddie was hoping so too. But you ruined everything in the very worst way possible. You have to understand that it's just impossible for us to forgive you.
I promise to be a good mother from now on. Give me one last chance. I won't go out unless you give me permission. I'll stay at home as much as possible. I promise to do housework every day, weekdays and weekends. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. I promise. Please, give me another chance, please.
You don't deserve a second chance.
If we're really getting divorced, that means you're going to have to look after Maddie all on your own. Do you really think you can do everything alone? And she's a girl. It's going to be hard for both of you.
I'm confident that I'll be a good parent. Maddie wants to live with me. There's no reason for me to say no.
You can't even cook. I doubt you'll be able to make her nutritious meals. Are you sure this is what's best for her?
Oh, that won't be a problem. We're planning to move in with my parents and stay there for a while until things settle down. And Maddie and I have practiced cooking together on the weekends. She said she'll help me with cooking as much as possible. I'm lucky to have a kind daughter.
Maddie cooks? I can't believe it. She's still in elementary school. How can she cook a decent meal for the family?
You may not know, but she's a pretty good cook. She cooks for us often on the weekends. To be honest, I think she's a better cook than me.
What? Really?
How come you don't know that? I guess that explains how uninterested you were in us.
Maddie's going to be a teen soon. She'll be harder to deal with. Girls have a lot on their mind. You don't want to deal with a teen on your own.
You think you can support her while you're having an affair with her classmate's dad?
I told you I'm not seeing him anymore. And I'll never repeat my mistakes. I won't have an affair ever again.
Let me remind you of something. You prioritized him all the time and rarely made any time to spend with us. And when Maddie went missing, you said not to text you about such a small thing. I couldn't believe it when you said it. It was definitely not something I expected to hear from a mother. You cannot call yourself a mother at this point. You should reflect on your actions.
I'm really sorry. I promise to do anything that it takes to have you both forgive me. I'll do whatever I can.
Then just leave us alone. Get out of our life. We don't want you in our life.
But his wife forgave him, and he's rebuilding his relationship with his family. Why can't we do the same? Why do we have to get divorced when there's other options?
It's their decision, and it's up to them to decide what to do. In their case, his wife decided to get back together, and that's none of your business.
Kevin, you can't just leave me like this. I need you in my life. I want to be with you. I'm worried about you and Maddie. I can make your life better. You're the one who left us first.
You said that we make you tired and prefer to spend time alone. Now you're finally alone, so you should be happy. And we're already used to you not being with us, so there's nothing to be worried about. We don't need you in our life. We can take care of ourselves. Thanks. Shortly after that, we met up with our family lawyer and her parents to officially get a divorce. Fortunately, the process went smoother than expected. Maddie chose to live with me, so I got the right to live with her after our divorce. Haley will have to pay for compensation and also for child support. It's what she deserves after what she did to us. Now that the people around her know about her affair and our divorce, her life has changed dramatically. The last time I saw her, she looked like she lost a lot of weight and she couldn't stop crying. If she's gonna regret it like this, I think she should have done it like this in the first place. Her parents were furious after they got to know that she cheated on me and gave her daughter a traumatic experience. They refused to welcome her back at home, and now Haley has a live-in job working hard to pay us the money. She not only has to pay us, but also the wife of her lover. She texts me once in a while to ask if she can meet Maddie, but Maddie always refuses because she still hasn't recovered from her trauma. I don't think Haley would ever get to see Maddie again. Her scar runs deeper than she thinks. Haley may not have been serious with her affair, but she risked everything to have an affair with him. At least, she lost everything. I can never forgive her for breaking our family apart. I hope she reflects on her mistakes and learns from them so that she'll never hurt others like she did to us. Maddie and I moved to live with her parents after I got divorced. It's a bit far from Maddie's school, so Maddie changed schools, and now she goes to the one near my parents' house. It was impossible for her to go back to school after what happened in the first place, so we decided that it was best for her if she changed schools. After we started our life anew, with the help from my parents, Maddie is slowly recovering. The memory of seeing her mother with another man would taunt her for the rest of her life, and it would always be a traumatic memory for her. But I'm here to support her when she's having a hard time, and I'll always be by her side while she slowly recovers. I hope I can make many fun memories with her in the future. I'm a single parent now, but I'll love and cherish her to the point where she can forget about her trauma one day.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.